Alright everybody, I finally got a YouTube channel set up and I'm going to do my first video. I'm still learning, so bear with me. This video, I'm going to do tutorials and reviews and things like that. So this first video I'm going to start off doing kind of like a review. I'm not like endorsed or anything by any of these companies. None of them have asked me to do reviews. I just do them personally. As some of you may know, I get the Sephora Play Box every month, and that's normally when I post a video. I'm going to start posting more videos now that I have a channel up and running. My box hasn't come in for March yet, but I do have something that I want to talk about. I have a few things that I actually want to talk about today that I haven't got a chance to really talk about yet. So the first thing I want to talk about, the Beauty Blender. Which is these nice little sponges that a lot of women use. When I first started using them, I started out with this CoverGirl one. I also have some from Ulta, and I got a variety pack on Wish. I asked somebody not too long ago if they would recommend the Beauty Blender over any of the other ones or if they're all the same. And of course, they told me the Beauty Blender was the best. After using it, that is absolutely true. I never realized there was a difference between all these nifty little sponges. I also didn't know when I first started using them that you're supposed to get them damp. I knew to rinse them out to begin with because they do have, since they're colored, a lot of them, the dye runs, especially with the cheaper ones. The ones on Wish were really bad. The CoverGirl one ran a lot the first few times. And, you know, if you use them and you don't get all that dye out, you could possibly get that dye in your makeup. I don't know, I got it all out before I used them. But yes, you're supposed to run them under water, do like this, squeeze them because you want them to be damp, not soaking wet. And also another thing I learned too, that I didn't know of to begin with, was I was sliding it across my face. And I have really dry skin. I battle really dry skin. And I have figured out how to fix that. I've got the right products and the right techniques and all that stuff now. But at the time I didn't know, and so I would slide it and my dry skin would come off, and that's where the makeup was. So then all of a sudden I had splotches where there was no makeup. Could not for the life of me understand what I was doing wrong. I went to a class not too long ago. I honestly got tired of using them because it just wasn't working, and so I wasn't really doing the makeup to the potential that I want, which as you can see today, I do have my makeup done. I had my lipstick on, but it's worn off. But I do have my makeup done all the way up. I change up my colors on my eyeshadow, but my face is always the same. I use brushes and I use sponges, and that's okay. You can use both. Certain things I use the brushes for, and then there's certain things I use the sponges for. I use more brush than I do sponge, I will say that. But now that I know about it, the Beauty Blender, they have a completely different texture. Now, I've already opened this, but I put it back in so you can see this is their new kit called All About Face. It comes with 3 different sizes, and it comes with the solid cleanser, which is amazing. These, because they're so cheap and I wasn't having good luck, I didn't really clean them like I was supposed to. But these I used for the first time today. And, I mean, I mainly used it to blend my contour on my nose. I use it to put on my green stuff that hides my redness, my concealer, and then I also have a couple of these highlighting liquids, and so that's what I have used my sponges for. It comes in this little, it almost looks like a lip gloss, to be honest, right here. I dab it on in little dots, and then I take my damp blender, and depending on where it is on my face and how much it is will depend on what size blender I use, but I'll take it, and if it's like a corner, I'll dab with that pointed part, and if it's not, then I use that flat rounded part, and you just kind of dab, and at the same time you're dabbing, it's spreading it out. But anyways, I used it, and when I washed it with this little solid cleanser, which that's all it is. It's in a little plastic thing. The only thing I don't like is I don't have a way to cover it back up, but that's okay. But you get this the sponge wet, Do like that, and it lathers right up and it cleans right out. And I know part of it is the quality of the sponges and part of it's the quality of the cleanser, but I absolutely love these new beauty blenders. I really do want to get more. Yes, they are expensive. They're about $20 a piece. I think the little ones might be 15, or they might be 20 for two, something like that. The All About Face kit was $42. I got it from Sephora, but I did find out today that JCPenney's also has it. They have a lot of them. So that's a good thing too. But yeah, the Beauty Blender is one of my new best friends. But like I said, I cleaned it. They do kind of swell up after you use them the first time, just because they have to dry and then they'll go back down. But yeah, you want them to be damp when you use them. You want to dab. You don't want to pull, especially if you have dry skin. And make sure you clean them every time. If you clean them every time, they'll last longer. I've seen recent videos where you could tell they never cleaned them, and they cut them open, and the inside was like a totally different color. The outside would be, this color, and the inside would be this color because they never cleaned it. And honestly, you need to clean it because that'll keep bacteria away from your makeup and from your skin, and that'll also keep, if you use the same sponge for different makeups, it'll eventually all blend into one color, and you don't want that. So that's basically what my video is today, is about my sponges, but I do have a few extra things I wanted to show you that I was really excited about. Most of you know I'm an Urban Decay junkie. That's literally what they call it on the website. Most of my makeup is Urban Decay. Actually, I think all my makeup is Urban Decay. I have a few things I use that aren't Urban Decay, but everything else is. Like I have a few highlighting moisturizers, which these are like samples that I got in my boxes. This one is very, very, it comes out almost like the bottle, and this one's really good too. I love my Glam Glow, but this one gives you more of that highlighting. I don't always use them. It just kind of depends on what I feel like, but everything I do use is Urban Decay. Other than my eyeliner. That's the only thing. They don't make the eyeliner that I use, because I like to use the clay pots, or almost like a gel. It's kind of a mixture with a brush, and so I use Bobbi Brown, I believe. Let me get it. Like I said, I'm new to this video thing, so I might ramble on a little bit. Yeah, I use Bobbi Brown. Longwear Gel Eyeliner Black Ink #1 is what it's called, and it's like a solid, but I use a brush. I'm going to do a tutorial on that too. I've had some people ask me about how I do my winged eyeliner, and honestly, it's a combination of product, technique, and tools. Alright, so their newest palette is called Back Talk. I picked up the last one a couple days ago at Sephora. I have not dove into it yet. I'm actually waiting for May. I got it to go with a specific dress, but I also need to get another brush set. I have a brush set for every palette that I have. It saves time for me having to constantly clean my brushes. Anyways, the Back Talk, it is a palette that has, 8 shadows. Some of them I think are repeat colors, and then some of them are brand new colors. But they are all very, very gorgeous. And on the other side, it has 4 coordinating blushes, which I think is just awesome. This one could really be used as a highlighter. It's so light. Oh, sorry. The middle mirror comes out, and I hate when it does that. I don't know why, but it comes out, and it is double-sided. But the palette's called Back Talk. It is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely insane. I cannot wait to try it out. Like I said, I'm waiting on a specific date to come up, because that's what I bought it for to begin with, and for another brush set. Another palette that I have that I haven't dove into yet, and I've had this for a couple of months now. Again, I'm waiting for another brush set. The only ones that they have right now at Sephora I already have, and I don't want to get them mixed up. So it's called Distortion. It came out a few months ago. They are like half the price now, but it comes it comes with 8 different colors, the second row and the third row, and then you're supposed to layer on the top colors onto these, and it gives them like a different pigment, and it changes them. And if you see on the thing, it's got these little lines that kind of guide you to show you what colors will go with what. Another reason I haven't gotten into it yet is because there are so many different things I can do with it. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to start with first. I usually lean towards the pinks and the neutrals, so I'm probably going to start with these first. These are really colors I wouldn't ever wear, but I may go ahead and do it just so we can see what they look like. Just so I can at least say that I've tried them, show you guys, and get some feedback. I mean, there's some people that like to wear all those crazy colors. I do every once in a while, but I kind of stick with my main ones. I have the Naked Smoky palette, which I haven't used in a while. I've kind of steered away from the blacks. I'll still use it every once in a while. My main two are the Naked 3 and the Naked Heat. I think, yeah, those are the three. Yeah, Naked Heat I love. It's got the highly pigmented reds. And there's something about red on me. I don't know. Here's another product I use. This is what I do my contouring and some of my color correcting with. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. It has powders on one side. Some people prefer powders. I do use this one right here kind of as a highlighter. Along with the powder I use for my highlighter. And the other side is the creams. I prefer the creams. This is what I use for the contouring. I use this color right here to brighten under my eyes, my dark areas. Depending on your skin tone, you can use this lighter pink too, but this one works better on me because my dark areas are very dark. I use this in between, like right here, because I contour right here and right here. So I use it here. I'll dab a little bit right here to brighten up a little bit. But that's about it. This is a little shimmery one too. Sometimes I use that one right here to highlight under my eyes. But since I've acquired more stuff that I can work with, I can do a lot more. And I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I'm going to be done with my video, and that'll be my first one. I'll get some feedback from you guys, figure out what else I want to do. So mascara is one of the most important things for us ladies, and we're all very picky on not only the color, but if it's waterproof or not, the brush. I know a brush makes a huge difference. I got this not too long ago. I don't use the eyeliner in it. It was a combo set. That's the eyeliner. It's a pencil, and I don't, I like my gel eyeliner. I used to use the pencil. Urban Decay's eye pencils are very, very good. I just don't prefer them anymore. So this is the Urban Decay Troublemaker. I don't know if it's waterproof. I don't really have to, I don't encounter that. So that's not really a big deal to me. But the brush, I really, really like. I don't know if you can, let's see if I can. If you see the bristles, you see how they go up on the end and then you can turn it and they're shorter. So it's got different lengths of those bristles for the different parts of your eye. The longer bristles I'll use towards the inside corner and the outside corner, and then the shorter ones I'll use on the middle. And it really, really helps. I absolutely love it. This is the one mascara that I can use and not have to put on fake eyelashes. I do love my fake eyelashes. They are fun. They are gorgeous. But I don't always have time to fool with them. So I really do enjoy that mascara. It's done a lot. So, well, that's going to be the end of my video. Watch it, share it, give me some comments, some likes, suggestions, anything you guys want to see, let me know. I'm going to start doing this more often. I'm going to get set up to start doing some tutorials. So thank you, everybody.